What is up? Pokerbrandon here. Why did that pot get pushed my way? Why do you see a jack and a 2 hanging out in a mucked pile? Well, let's talk about it. Low jack limped in a 2-3 game. High jack limped in as well. And I saw jack 2 on the button. This is what I call a trash suited hand, but what I do with it is I audit my vpip. And what I mean by that is I don't want my vpip to drop too low, so I open this hand, and the only reason I'm opening is, well, I guess 2 reasons. 1, I'm in position, and 2, I just want to keep my vpip a little bit higher than what I would prefer to play, which is basically just wait for aces, kings, and queens, ace, king, jacks, premiums. So I open to 23, and the goal with the sizing here is to just get folds from everybody, because my vpip at the time was probably 5%, but 4 people call. Not unusual in a 2-3 game. Anyway, we go 4 ways to a queen 4-2 flop, and then small blind donk bets out $40 out of his $100 stack. It folds to me, and this was a mistake, but I was a little bit tilted because I lost an all-in for 200 versus a guy with 16% chance, and he won. But anyway, this is a mistake because if I put my opponent on a queen, he has about a 77% chance to win. I only have a 22% chance. But the way I kind of did the math in my tilted brain was I did 135 plus 40 plus the remaining 57 in his stack that I felt like was going to go in no matter what on the turn. So I felt like if I did hit with my jack 2 on the turn or river, I could essentially call here, because all I need is 18% to break even, and I'm getting 22%. But that's a mistake, because this only works if your opponent will check it down to the river and call any jam when you do hit. So I make the call. That's a mistake. Keep that in mind. That is a mistake. And sure enough, on the turn, my opponent just jams $57 of his stack into the middle. I get super lucky. I hit my jack, so now I have jack 2, and that's when I snap call, and then I pull out my phone to record. You're gonna see just like the ending of the board and my jack 2 hanging out in the mug pile, and I get lucky. It was a little bit of a tilted call that I made that I got lucky on, and but I'm happy to get the win. A 10 on the river came, did not really change anything. I fast rolled my hand, and my opponent just mucked, and I won the pot in the middle. I guess you could say I maybe had the force where I could predict the future just a little bit. Pokerbrandon, and I'm out.